to the camera.
All right, my name is Danny Saggi, and I'm a senior at Mount St. Michael. My poster is designed in like a storyline. So we're gonna start off here. It's a wife and her husband, and she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Her husband doesn't know what it is, and it's an autoimmune disorder of the central nervous system. The nerve cells normally are surrounded by an insulating sheath made of a fatty substance called myelin. In MS, this myelin sheath is inflamed and damaged. This causes the disruption, and it slows down your nerve impulses. It scars the brain, and it occurs in the white matter of the brain and the spinal cord. The disease can be mild and non-progressive, but it can slowly get worse, but it can also rapidly get worse. She told her husband that she was diagnosed with it at the age of 24, but this type of disease can happen anywhere between 20 and 40, and it could last for a lifetime, 30 to 40 years. It may leave you disabled one day. Down here, the wife and her husband, they have 3 kids. She has twins and a baby son. Now, the twins asked, "Mommy, why are you in a wheelchair?" She says she has MS, and the twins are curious why. What is MS? Now, then they ask if they will get it. Mommy says, "No, sweetie, but there's a possibility. There is a possibility, but if you take care of yourself, you'll be okay. And also, just because one of you were to get it doesn't mean you or your twin will get it." And Bobby's pretty safe because this type of disease is normally in women, but it can happen in a male. So the daughters get curious and they go research it. They find out that it occurs in places like Europe, Southern Canada, Northern America, New Zealand, South and Southeast Australia is where you're more likely to get MS. Since it's genetic, it might be in them, but it also says that the Epstein-Barr virus is usually associated with this disease. If you feel impaired, numbness, weakness, decreased coordination, poor balance, halting speech, muscle spasms, especially in the legs, or impaired bladder function, you should get checked out for MS. These symptoms can go or remain permanently, so they need to stay aware. And it says that if you have a thyroid disease, type 1 diabetes, inflammatory bowel disease, it is more likely that you are going to get MS. But it's also impossible to prevent, unfortunately. There's no definitive cure, but new treatments can help slow the progression of this immune disease, to decrease the size of the attacks, reduce muscle spasms. They're a big help. Now, professionals that you can go see to help you with this is, say, specialists in neurology, pediatric neurology, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. There's associations like the National Multiple Sclerosis Society that estimates that 400,000 people in the U.S. have been diagnosed with MS. A 2007 study in the Journal of Neurology put the number of people in MS. It also says that if the MS Society, approximately 200 people are diagnosed with MS each week, but it's also increasing every day. I got my information for a couple of their websites, but I also have this app on my iPhone called iTriage, which it just has all the disease, conditions, medicines that you could just go on, and it brought up all the information here. It's looked over by Harvard. People in the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, as well as the Multiple Sclerosis Foundation, do so much for these people and this disease. And the orange ribbon is meant to, is awareness for.
Yes.
Doing Andrew Lewis, he has detention today back in the cafeteria at 2:30. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
What made you want to shoot?
I chose MS because I have a godmother who's a big part of my life and who I've become, and she was recently diagnosed with it after having a kid, and she's pregnant with another. The other day we were in a mall shopping, and she was struggling to get around the mall, going into stores in and out. It was a big problem with her, so we ended up having to leave early, and I wasn't aware of why until she sat down with me and told me that she had been diagnosed with this and what she might end up later on, how she might end up in a wheelchair, or, you know, she might not be able to take care of her kids. She doesn't know how long she'll be around. Had me interested and obviously concerned. So a little research on it for me and for her and whoever else interested in knowledge on multiple sclerosis, because a lot of women, mothers, aunts, grandparents, you know, it doesn't hurt to know about it, especially because mothers play a big factor on all of us. But yeah, that's it.